Hi everyone, it's Alex from Risk Academy, and yesterday at the conference, during the first day of conference, we had a very interesting debate about whether risk management should or should not be an undergraduate program. And I wanted just to do a brief video on risk management education in general. And I think there are four types of risk management education. So the first one is there could be a separate undergraduate program, and by the way, we are talking about corporate risk management for non-financial companies, so what you would consider ERM programs. You probably should see a video that I've recorded on ERM just to get a perspective on why I think it's total nonsense. But the first type is an ERM program, undergraduate program. The second type is having a risk management master's degree, so that's postgraduate program. The third type is having risk management as part of the MBA classes, as one of the subjects in the MBA, and the fourth one is having risk management as one of the modules in IT undergraduate, finance, accounting, engineering, or literally any other undergraduate program. So yesterday we had a very interesting debate about should or should not risk management be included in undergraduate education, postgraduate education, MBA education, executive MBA obviously, and if yes, then how? And the interesting conclusions that we kind of came to, and I will soon, after the conference, post some interviews I took of very respectable risk managers that shared some interesting ideas. I mean, you don't have to trust me. Although I am quite well positioned, I was the first ever graduate intake at Monash University in Australia that had an undergraduate bachelor's degree in risk management. We were the guinea pigs in what appeared to be a failed experiment, because Monash no longer offers that program. So I grew up as a risk manager by profession. One of probably not that many people in the world, back 15 years ago, probably a little bit more common now. So anyway, that was a long sort of introduction. There are four types of options to include education, risk management education into your undergraduate, postgraduate, or MBA programs. And here are my thoughts. Having an undergraduate degree in risk management and corporate risk management is a horrible idea. It's literally the worst you can do for your students, because it sounds exciting. You give them knowledge of different standards, you give them knowledge of risk quantification tools, although I doubt some of the programs actually go into enough detail to give knowledge on the quantitative and the mathematical side of risk management, which is a must, by the way. So anyway, there's a reason why I think it is a horrible idea, and the reason being, risk management is about four things. Risk management is about knowing the standards and the law, so that seems to be ticking the box. Risk management is about understanding the statistics, the laws of probability, the mathematics, the Monte Carlo simulations, and all the decision trees and tools that will be helpful. That gets a semi-tick. Many programs do cover that, in fact. The third important quality is psychology, understanding cognitive biases, understanding how human brain works. Now, that is where some of the programs are getting weak. But the fourth, and that's, in all reality, that's probably 80% of the effort and the knowledge that is required from the risk managers. And that's actually understanding business, understanding how business makes decisions, because when you go into the workplace, you will be integrating risk management into decision making. Well, to do that, you actually need to understand how decisions are being made. And that means if you will be a risk manager in a pharmaceutical company, you better have a good understanding of how molecules are created, how drugs are registered, and how the whole process of bringing a new drug to the market and selling and pricing the drugs actually working out in real life. If you're going to be a risk manager in an oil and gas company, then you have to have a pretty solid understanding of what is how does oil exploration and extraction works. So this is very important, and that is unfortunately missing from most of the ERM programs. They teach you how to be a good risk manager, but they don't teach you how to be a good businessman. but the risk manager is only valuable if he understands business. So that is one of the greatest weaknesses. And if you are kind of stuck in those programs, then I strongly suggest make sure all your electives are selected in the area where you feel you will do business in the future. So it is actually pretty tough. Not only that you have to make a choice that you will want to work in risk management, but you actually, from the very beginning of your education, you actually have to be pretty careful and very specific as to what area of business are you going to be a risk manager in, because you need all your electives to be, and electives, all the subjects that you can potentially choose yourself, they need to be in that specific industry, because you need in-depth industry knowledge to be a good risk manager. Now, how do I know that? Because I lacked that industry knowledge, and I struggled for a lot of time in my career where I had to research and read a lot and get to understand a lot of different business industries to actually be able to integrate into business. The second one is postgraduate master's degrees. That is actually probably not a bad idea, subject to having an undergraduate degree in the actual business discipline, that you understand how business works. Then having a postgraduate degree in risk management, it's not a bad idea. Having risk management as part of your MBA or executive MBA program is a great idea. In fact, it's a must-have competency for the decision makers to understand how risks affect their brains, how uncertainty affects their brains, and how they make decisions under uncertainty. It is also important to say that, unlike many MBA programs, risk management should not be your last subject. It should be somewhere at the beginning, because it really changes how you approach strategic planning, budgeting, and most of the other disciplines. And the final one was, well, if you as the university are going to invest in creating risk management programs, then please don't make a separate risk management program. Take risk management subjects and integrate it into all of existing programs, because this is what risk management is all about after all. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. Please share them underneath this video. Thank you and goodbye.